Thanks, Ross. My name's Elliot. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we meet, the Yagara and Turrbal people. They acknowledge that that land was never ceded, it was stolen. Australia exists on stolen land, and that we need to form a treaty with those people. We need to listen to their voice, and we need, as settlers, to hear the truth of how this place was founded. I'd also like to thank the speakers that we have today and Rima for introducing me. I know I've seen Rima relentlessly at these peace rallies, so thank you very much to her. And also acknowledge that Senator Payman is here with us today, and thank her for her moral integrity. It's been an inspiration to all of us in the peace movement. Now, Labour Against War is a grassroots group, and we are attempting to stop Australia from being dragged into another US-led war.
Yes.
We were formed a few years ago to oppose the AUKUS Treaty. Now, the AUKUS Treaty is a trilateral defence agreement between the United States, the UK and Australia. Now, those of you who read the news or are students of history should also already start to get suspicious. If we're bedfellows of the United States and the UK, these are not countries who have great records on foreign intervention. And suspicious you should be, because it's a submarine deal. You may remember reading it in the news. It's a submarine deal for the procurement of nuclear-powered fast attack submarines. And that will cost Australia roughly $246 billion to build. In a cost of living crisis, we could be spending that money on our own people, on their health and well-being.
Yes.
In addition to that, we're going to fit those nuclear submarines to the cost of $800 billion with Tomahawk missiles bought from the United States. For those, so you are right to be suspicious. The purchase of these submarines is really alarming, not only because it's going to cost so much, but because it locks Australia into a certain set of foreign policy values. The US, right now, their stated goal is to contain and control China. This is our largest trading partner in the Pacific. I think what's really lost in this deal, though, is that although the government is claiming that it will increase our defence capabilities, we will never control these submarines. These will be Australian-flagged submarines controlled completely by Strategic Command by the United States. So they now own a part of our Navy, which they can do what they like. In addition to that, because they're nuclear submarines, we're going to have to dispose of the waste. And it's our responsibility under this pact to dispose of it.
Crazy.
It's unbelievable. And on top of that, the deal also includes the upgrading of existing US military bases, which will mean the highest concentration of US military personnel in Australia since the Second World War. Right? So the highest concentration of military personnel in Australia since we are at war in the Pacific with Japan. When Brisbane was the headquarters of the Pacific Theatre. So, it's not just a deal about submarines. But between that and the continual operation of Pine Gap, it's hard to see Australia as a sovereign nation at all anymore. A part of our, we'll be occupied by the Australian military, covered in US bases, and part of our Navy will be adjunct to the American war machine. It's a total disgrace. The current AUKUS Pact and the position of Australia and the UK and our allies will undoubtedly lead to Australia being dragged into a US-led war in the Pacific with China. This is our backyard, and this will be the great conflict of the 21st century. The US and the UK will be safe in the knowledge that they don't have to deal with it. It won't be in their backyard, it'll be in ours. It'll be our problem. They'll be safe at home on the other side of the world. But in this disaster, there's an opportunity. We have seen an increasingly erratic and unreliable United States, one that seems to have an axe to grind against the rest of the world. This is our opportunity to uncouple our relationship with that country. Yes. Australia cannot have a truly independent and peaceful foreign policy if we continue our military relationship with the United States. We must uncouple, and this is our opportunity. Yes. That is my time, but I'll just leave you with this. No war, no nuclear subs, no AUKUS, close Pine Gap and free Palestine. Thank you.